Oh man, this beard is getting out of control. Anyway, happy Thursday. We are done staying at Grand Tetons for a bit, actually permanently. And it's time to do attempt number 2 at Yellowstone. So I'm just sitting here with my map, you know, like a dad, just getting my little stars and the places that I want to go to. I couldn't find camping there. So there's a town called Gardner, which is just a little bit north of Yellowstone. So it looks like there's 3 or 4 campsites like right there on the outskirts, which is perfect. So I can make this plan of going up from the south entrance up around through the west side to do all like the geysers and all that kind of stuff. Find a campsite and then come back down and do like Lamar Valley and all that kind of stuff another day, tomorrow or Saturday or whatever. So that's the game plan. I'm excited to get on the road. We've just been stuck and it's just been nothing but frozen liquid falling from the sky in whether it's snow or sleet or whatever it is. I'm just so excited. It's gonna be a balmy 50 degrees today and sunshiny, so that's exciting. Maybe get a suntan, I don't know. 50 degrees, I haven't seen that. It's been a week. So got a fresh shower. That's exciting. Everything's clean. Pits are clean. Everything is good. So yeah, let's get on the road. I feel like it's important to bring you this PSA from the national parks. It's going to require some patience to drive in these national parks. Let me explain. This is everywhere on the road between the Tetons and Yellowstone. And I don't feel as though it's a isolated incident because, as you know, this is my second time now driving. Well, actually it's my third time because I went to Yellowstone and then back, and now I'm going back again. So it's my third time driving this road, and it's been that way every single time. So patience. Patience is the key here. People are hunting for wildlife. There's apparently a famous bear called Bear 399 with her cubs, and everybody has these gigantic telescopic lenses that are the size of freaking softball bats. So patience, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here. It requires patience. Coffee. Wow, what a difference a couple of days make. It looks night and day different than the last time we were here during that little blizzard action. Remember all these trees were covered with snow? Woo! Might actually get to see some stuff this time. So the drive here is, I mean, it's not long from the Tetons. It's like 40 minutes. I did see the bear and her little freaking cubs. As I was driving by, I saw all those people or whatever. I saw the bear butt. I saw a bear butt. Fluffy, big bear butt. And then right before we got into Yellowstone, maybe a mile before, I saw a moose. I saw a moose. Kind of far in the distance, but still, it was a massive animal. So I'm excited about that. That's a good start to the day. This is the West Thumb Geyser Basin, the start of our Yellowstone adventures. It's the smallest of the 2 calderas here. Well, I think the cool thing about this particular one is a lot of the stuff flows directly into Yellowstone Lake, which is huge and beautiful. And the sun is coming out. Woo! This is so cool. This is percolating spring. It also smells terrible here. That is sulfur farts. I mean, that's basically what it is, sulfur farts. Today is Thursday, May 27th. Damn, I love visitor centers. We've made it to Old Faithful. Ever been to like a SeaWorld or something like that? And then like the Shamu show comes on and you get all excited because you sit at the front seat. You might get wet. This is kind of what this feels like.
At 4 o'clock.
Getting a front seat somewhere. I feel like the more I'm on this trip, the more I think about like the old pioneers and settlers, Lewis and Clark and stuff like that. And I just think about being the first person to set foot on places like Yellowstone, because this place is bizarre. I mean, it's like wherever you go, there's just these it's just puddles of springs that are super hot. It's just bizarre. I just always think about what they thought the first time. I don't know. I should read more and stuff like that. It's also making me really crave some delicious soup. I don't know why. Just the things that go through my brain. I'm hungry. It's cold. Soup sounds delicious. If you've ever watched anybody's video on Yellowstone, I'm sure you've learned about the algae and the colors. The colors of the pools kind of depend on the temperature at which the algae can grow. So the ones that have no color at all, like the clear pools, those are the hottest ones. And this one is the hottest springs in the park. It's called the Crested Pool. It's a superheated spring. There's actually 10,000 springs in Yellowstone, which is a lot of springs. It's the most in the world. I don't know what this one is, but this one's neat. Tortoiseshell. Said WTF so many times on this hike. Some more fun facts. When you see giant cones like this, they're older. I guess the sediments, as they erupt, continue to build and they get taller. So that one is expected to be thousands of years old. Castle Geyser. Whereas by contrast, Old Faithful, small. So it's expected to be like hundreds of years old. It's a baby. Yellowstone, day one, first impressions. I came in from the south, did the West Thumb Basin first, which I thought was really cool. It was a lot of fun. Good hikes. It was really cool to see Yellowstone Lake, which is staggeringly beautiful. It's really, really, really pretty. There's mountains in the background. I believe it to be, I think I read that it's the largest lake at the highest elevation, or something along those lines. I thought that was really cool. And then went from there to Old Faithful, which, to be honest, was everything I thought it was going to be. It felt, I mean, it's a 4-lane highway to get there. The parking lots are massive. The crowds are massive. It felt like I was going to like Universal Studios or something. It definitely didn't feel like I was like out in nature or whatever. But it's weird, I usually don't talk down about things, but optimistic side, it was a real, I did the whole giant loop. I mean, I don't know how many miles it was. That was a lot. I saw all the springs. I thought it was really, really cool. And to be honest, Old Faithful was awesome. It went off 10 minutes late, you know, which was cool. Just kind of created a little more dramatic effect when it finally did go off. I feel like I was blessed to see one of the big chutes. That had to be 50, 60, 70 feet high. So I know it doesn't always do that. So I thought that was really cool. So yeah, I mean, this place is just a bizarre area. Just everywhere you look, it's just steam coming up from the grounds. There's bison everywhere, which is really cool. There's bison shit everywhere, so you have to sort of watch where you walk. So I think I'm gonna end it there today. It's a little after 2 o'clock. I realize it's really early and I've barely scratched the surface. There's a reason for that, because I don't have a place to stay. I don't have a campsite lined up. Everything here was full. So I know you think that I have this cool, calm demeanor and I don't worry about anything and just let it go. But that's not exactly the case. I'm like, on certain things, I worry like crazy, including where to stay for the night. So I've got 3 campsites scouted out in whatever town is north of Yellowstone. I forget the name of it. Somewhere in Montana. But it's like right on the outskirts. So I'm gonna go scout those out. Hopefully they've got a spot. If they've got a spot, I'll probably just stay here for 3, 4, 5 days and just continue to explore. Because there's still so many things that I still want to see here. I still want to see the prairie, go see, do some wildlife hunting. I don't know, still so much to see. This place is absolutely massive. I did not realize it's 2 million acres. It's big. And all the roads are like 35 miles an hour. So traffic hasn't been bad though. I know I'm still off season, so I shouldn't really complain about these crowds, because I can only imagine what it's going to be like a month from now. But wish me luck on a campsite.
Head northwest.
Well, struck out on option number 1 for a campsite, which is actually option number 4 already, because I tried to get into the park, campsite in the park, but all those were full. So, moving on to option B. I do keep seeing all these little RV and campsite spots along the way, but they all have little signs that say full. So, this is the kind of the parts that suck about van life or whatever, traveling. I like to make reservations at places. I know it sounds, I don't know, gifted or whatever, but I like to know where I'm going. This part kind of sucks. So I'm gonna try this other one. Looks like I've got 3 more spots now that are kind of going up, headed north towards Bozeman area. Which, I mean, the farther I get away from Yellowstone, kind of makes me feel like I'm not gonna go back. But we'll see. No luck at the second one, so we're moving on to the third one. I didn't realize that it's Memorial Day week and the approaching Memorial Day weekend. I wondered why everything was so busy this week. It's so much busier this week than last week. Because it makes sense. People take a vacation and they get a free day on Monday. I mean, I did that my whole life. So fingers crossed on this one. This one is called Canyon Campground. And it's a government one, so we'll see. All right, campsite number 4. I've got to stop worrying about things so much. Because, I mean, they always just work out. This site is incredible. This is the Canyon Campground. Maybe 15 miles north of the north entrance of Yellowstone. Let me just walk you through, shall I? It's just all these big boulders everywhere. Randolph. Little onyx dog. A mountain. Camp. Dog peeing. And I made soup. I told you I was gonna make soup. It's pretty spectacular too. I just love ramen so much. I will definitely put the recipe somewhere in my comments or descriptions or whatever goes at the bottom of a YouTube video. Please like and subscribe. Very professional. Happy Friday morning to you. As you can see, we were able to find an awesome campsite. So I got it for the whole weekend. Woo! $5 a night. You cannot beat that. So this morning, headed back to Yellowstone. We're gonna go explore Mammoth Springs. That feels right. The weather is flawless. It is sunny. I'm at a much lower elevation as well, so it's probably gonna get a little bit cooler. But it's like 60 degrees. It is gorgeous. I love it this morning. So first stop is coffee. Then we're gonna go explore Mammoth. I never got my Yellowstone sticker. I went to the gift shop yesterday and it was just a sea of people. So I'm hoping that maybe the Mammoth side has fewer people. I don't know. We'll see. But again, first, coffee, please. And then I think I'm gonna go explore the town of Gardner. That was the town I couldn't remember yesterday. It's Gardner. It's like right at the outskirts of the north entrance to Yellowstone. It looks like a cool old town. So that's game plan for the day. I'm freaking excited. Great night's sleep. I mean, if I'm this wired without coffee, woo! Look at that. Look at that. It's pretty here. Made it to Fort Yellowstone, which is on the north side of the park, by Gardner and Mammoth Springs. Well, I wish I could tell you the history of this place, what it's all about, what it was used for. The visitor center is closed. So basically, I'm making up an entire history in my head. There's Indians involved, dinosaurs involved, pterodactyls. I don't know. We're protecting this land from something. It's probably Indians, but in my head, there's pterodactyls. So hopefully I'll find a sign. Any sign will do to tell me about this place. We're just kind of, it's the only place I can really take Onyx on any sort of walk or whatever. And he's enjoying it. Buddy? Lots of smells here. A lot of bison poo. Found a church. It was built in, it was finished in 1913. That's pretty cool. That sure is a pretty setting. Where do you want to go, buddy? Where to? Oh, let's go this way. Okay, not Indians, not dinosaurs. The army protected this land from poachers and things along those lines. Protecting wildlife, introducing bison. Neat stuff. It's not as old as I thought. Looks like this was established in the late 19th century, like the 1890s. Pretty cool though. All these buildings. Still standing. Learned something years later. That's cool. I think now they're used for private residences for people that work here in the park rangers and that kind of stuff. Also, I'm lost. I have no idea. This place is big. I have no idea where I parked. None of this looks familiar. Cool. That Mammoth Hot Springs in North Yellowstone, and I know you can't stop staring at that thing behind me. It's called the Liberty Cap. It's a hot spring buildup, or like a geyser buildup. Pretty cool. Just you're driving along in the road, and all of a sudden there's this giant 40-foot thing sticking out of the ground. So pretty excited about this place. It's a little crowded. Not too bad. Perfect weather. See what Mammoth Hot Springs is all about. I love when I'm wrong, and my preconceived notions of Yellowstone were exactly that, wrong. This place is exotic. There are few places on Earth like it. I feel blessed to have experienced this place, this playground of the bizarre. Towards the end of Old Faithful's eruption, an elderly, hard-faced veteran sitting behind me started singing the national anthem. Our entire seating section joined in, then the next section, and so on until it was so loud you could no longer hear the geyser. Old Faithful eventually stopped, but what remained was a surprising feeling of pride, of country, of unity, and this is how I feel about Yellowstone. Pride. Despite the masses of strangers, the long delays, the never-ending construction, this land absolutely shines. It questions reality. It triggers every sense. And I'm proud that I can freely share this with you. Until next time, love each other, respect each other, and keep living life with an open mind.